real quick.
Okay,
I'm gonna turn this off.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
All right. Can I get my water real quick?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. All right. But I should leave my camera. Okay, I'm gonna leave that here.
Welcome to the Ascension News. I am with Priscilla Mendez, and she went to go get her water. We had a little glitchy start, so hopefully she'll be back in a second. And we've got a great topic today. Today is tarot and self-care. I'm just checking to make sure we're on. And there it is. Good. So we are on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on LinkedIn. We're live. We're on LinkedIn and let's see, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So check all of those places. See where you can get on. Make sure and comment, and then we'll see what we're going. Okay, so today's topic is tarot and self-care. Hi, Priscilla.
Hi, hello.
We were trying to figure out another camera for her to show you the cards. So when she gets the cards, we're going to turn on the other camera. So here we go. So tell us how, I've got some questions here for you. How personalized are the readings in terms of messages that come up?
The readings are incredibly personal, especially when you're doing a revelation spread. So I think last week we kind of covered some of the different spreads. You have like daily practice, which are kind of casual, 3-card, like what's the mood of your day. You have revelation spreads, which are more about kind of like your own self and your own self journey, offers a mirror to like your own personal growth and where you're going. And then you have destiny spreads, which is more about like future oriented, like what's to come, and relationship spreads. So revelation spreads are, yeah, they're a reflection of your own personal growth, and they're usually the messages coming in are about opportunities to, you know, fulfill your best life, and where you can take accountability for some of your choices and some of your mentalities and what needs to change, what needs to stay, what needs to go, all of that.
I like that. So, okay. So then where are the answers coming from?
That's a good question. The answers, well, one is that all the cards, especially in a revelation spread, they're a mirror of your own self-growth. So whatever cards are coming, it's kind of like what's being called to you. I guess you could call it the law of synchronicity. Just, you know, the belief that there are really no coincidences, that everything that comes to be is meant to be. It's like from the way that you spread the card to the way that you choose the card with your left hand, as I like to recommend. You know, the card, for however the card is coming to you, it's that message that is meant to be at this particular moment in time. And then you know, how you interpret that is a reflection of what is in your own subconscious at the moment that is being reflected. The imagery that is on that card, how you're interpreting it is how you really feel about a lot of the holistic picture of what's happening in your own personal growth.
Nice. Okay. What if I can't get an in-person reading?
Well, if you have a reader that, you trust, remote readings are quite popular. Um, and I do them pretty often, especially during a quarantine. You can't really do an in-person reading, or you find a reader that's not in your state, whatever reason. Usually the way a remote reading goes is that, you know, at least for me, whenever I do a remote reading, I'll like lay out all the cards, and then I'll have the recipient tell me when to stop, so
Mm.
they kind of channel their own intuition. And whenever they tell me to stop, that's kind of when I stop and I'll pull a card. And depending on the spread that they're doing, if it's like a 9 card, I'll have them like go through the 9 cards. And
So
yeah.
is that on phone or Zoom or both?
Yeah, you could do FaceTime is great. I know oftentimes people feel a little more, if they can see all the action happening
Yeah.
and they can talk to face to face, that's great. But a phone works just as well.
So either old school was you'd listen on the phone. Now you can do Zoom, FaceTime.
Right. FaceTime. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, FaceTime is probably, like, preferable.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Then can I read my own cards?
Absolutely, and this is kind of like a controversial topic because a lot of, like, professional readers, if you will, they usually kinda, like, look down on people doing their own cards just because I think well, there's a lot of reasons why, a lot of readers will recommend against it. One of them, I think that maybe just their own self-interest, they don't want people doing their own they want people going to readers. But I think also, obviously when you're doing your own cards, you bring a lot of bias. And I think the number one thing when you're reading tarot cards is coming with a neutral mind is very important, because if it's like you're doing a relationship spread, or like, you're trying to find a future love, obviously you want to hear a certain message, and you're going to force that upon your reading. And I think that's why readers will say will like, talk against that. But at the same time, I believe, like, everyone I think everyone has the ability to develop neutrality in themselves, and I think if you can get to a point where you can read your own cards, I think that's incredibly empowering. I would say for anybody doing I mean, I'm so with that being said, I think I'm a supporter of people educating themselves. If they really, find the calling to, like, take tarot into their lives, I think that they should read about it, and do their own readings now and again. I'm a huge supporter of that. I think it's a great form of therapy, really, I believe. But I would say for anybody starting out reading and taking on the task of reading cards for themselves, that sometimes if they're, doing, like, say, like a Celtic spread or whatever, and there's some particular card, they're not super confident about the interpretation of that particular card and that particular placement, my advice would be to, instead of like kind of like, oh, I don't know what this one particular card, what is the Five of Swords? What does it mean? To
Yeah.
look at the entire layout and tell a story of the layout. So go through every single, like, say there's 9 cards in a Celtic cross. I love the Celtic cross, which is why I use it as an example all the time. But say, like, you go from, like, where I'm now, what's crossing me. So like just speak out loud the story that this layout is telling you. Just go through it, and by doing that, I guarantee that you'll see the picture and a message by doing that. So don't like, get caught up with your any frustration of like one particular card. Go through the whole layout. Tell a story of a layout.
So I know this question I'm going to ask you is not on our list. I always have to throw a wrench in. But so if I'm going to buy some cards, not that I'm going to, because that's too difficult for me. I like to use my card. But how would what would I pick? How would I know what to start with? I mean, that might be another topic, and you can just show all the cards
That is
available.
well, oh man, that is so personal. I mean, that's like if somebody was telling you, like, oh, I want to get into essential oils. Where should I start? I mean, I don't know. You would tell somebody to start with like lavender.
Mm.
There's so many. I mean, well, okay, no. I would say to start, I like the Rider Waite because it's the classic, it's the OG. It's what all the Hello Kitty tarot cards, the Harry Potter tarot, whatever other like form that's been out there, the angels, whatever oracle, it really all starts with a Rider-Waite. So I really like to start with just like the original because all the original like symbology, all the studies, all the education, it's all from this particular deck, which that's another topic actually. Like the history of tarot itself.
Let's do that next week. Let's show the different options of card styles. That way, because we talked about it, but I think I need to visually see those, and then we can go into the history of tarot and that
Yeah.
too.
Which starts from ancient Egypt. So obviously in ancient Egypt, it didn't look like the Rider-Waite, but what evolved eventually to become like a widespread practice is the Rider-Waite, which does stem from Egyptian influences.
I think that would be great. I would like to know that because, I mean, how
Right.
do I know? Not that I would, like I said, I'm not interested in doing that, but just for fun to have a deck, like what?
Well, you never know. You never
What
know,
would I
Mary.
get? What deck would I? I like the I Ching. I have the I Ching. I do the coins. So, but
Oh, okay.
those cards seem very difficult to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so then can I use tarot to improve my relationships?
Yeah, absolutely. There are relationship spreads. There are several of them. There are ones that you do with your partner, which I would think is most beneficial. And a lot of the ones that you do with your partner are about like kind of mirroring, like you seeing kind of like what you see in each other. Some of the things that annoy you or you love about that partner is things that are actually like within yourself. Or I mean, there are so you name it. I mean, it is like couples therapy, but like tarot incorporated. Where does like this partner see the relationship going versus the other? I mean, there are so many relationship spreads,
It
and
would,
I think that,
it
yeah,
would
I think that,
sorry, it would be good to have two people that want to work on their relationship online and do some cards, wouldn't it?
that would be if they're brave enough to do that
Right?
for the general public. Yeah, I mean, that would be like really great.
I'm
I
going to
mean,
put that out. I'm going to put that out and see if anybody comes at once.
okay,
I think that
it
would
does.
be great. I think it would be really great.
Yeah, they would have to be like super confident and like
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's another one. Let's work on attracting the right people for
But I
that.
think the most important point of I guess that question is that so yeah, definitely relationship spreads are an absolute thing and they're great for couples. But also just highlighting the fact that, tarot, I think that the common misconception about tarot is that like it's like a bunch of gypsies with like a magic ball and it's like this like, kind of like a Hollywood version of like this like weird voodoo magic kind of thing. And it's really not. I think tarot can actually easily be incorporated in therapy, in modern psychology, and all of that.
Beautiful. Okay, so are messages always about self-actualization?
They again, there's different spreads. They most often are just because, you know, if you want to break it down, I mean, what is life but your own journey with yourself, really, at the end of the day. But there are destiny spreads. So there is one spread, for example, I forgot the official title of it, but it's basically it goes through. It's like a New Year spread. It goes through like each month, like it's like 12 months. So you put it 12 cards in a circle, and it kind of points to the major themes are going to be coming up in your next year. Like it's like 12 months. So, oh my gosh, I'm echoing.
It was
Uh-oh.
doing a little bit.
Oh, I'm echoing.
It
No,
might
this
have
is
been,
not.
it might have been me because I was checking
Oh,
Facebook to make sure that I think I didn't have the volume all the way off. It was acting all crazy. Anyway, okay,
okay.
so I just wanted to make sure no one was.
It's like 12 months, so you put it
Wait, hold
12 cards in a circle.
to make sure that I think I didn't have the volume all the way off. It's not letting me take the volume. I wanted to see if there was anybody asking any questions, but I guess I can't see. No, because normally I have that on. Anyway, okay.
Okay.
So let's. Should we pull some cards? And we're gonna try using your other camera, right?
Yeah. Oh, I just want to wrap up that question really quick. That they're most often about self actualization because that is like your own journey. That is what life is about. But there are destiny spreads there are spreads that do talk about specific problems and suggestions and like what's to come in the next month. I mean, there's all different types of spreads. It depends on the spread.
Okay. All right. That was a good wrap up. Okay. So
Yeah.
let's see if we can add you on to show your hands.
Okay, let
And
me
let me know when
send.
I need to pull any of the images that you gave me. So
Oh, well, we're doing a live reading right now.
yeah.
So I those two were actually for you. Those were for you to see like if there was any one of these because they one of them is a problem. It's like a
Oh,
problem
problem
answer.
suggestion. Oh, okay. And then
This
outer.
one kind of like a not so much revelation spread, an example of that. And another one is an what is it? Outer attitude, inner truth. Ones that's like a kind of a
Yes.
revelation type of.
Yes. So if you want me to pull either one of those, I will. Whenever we get to that part.
Yeah, whichever one. Hold on. All right. Okay.
This one.
So,
Okay. The problem
yes.
gesture. Is that the one you were talking about?
Okay, my second camera froze.
It did. Okay. So
Mhm.
take it off, and then you can put it back on. Try it one more time.
Oh.
You have to add it back in. Add it back in because I took it out.
I am
Oh.
in. I just did. And it says connecting dot dot dot.
Okay.
Oh,
Aha! Oh, there I am.
So the
except
volume.
oh wait, what? Why is it telling me to reconnect?
Yeah. Shoot. We'll have to work on that. We'll have to work on that. Yeah.
All right, is it okay now?
It looks like it. Move your hands. Yeah. It looks good.
Okay. All right. I can't be here too long because it's echoey.
Okay.
All right. So Mary, which did you want to do this one or did you want to do the other one of a remote reading? So I'm just gonna.
Your dog's talking to us.
I know. All right. So I'm. All right.
Good.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
All right.
So we're doing the problem, suggestion, and answer for those that are just joining us.
Okay. So let me see.
Move the cards a little bit to the left, to your left.
Oh.
There. Right there. Much better.
All right. I need to go to the page. Let's see. Okay. So the first cups. All right. So like emotional immaturity, basically.
Really?
Yeah. I mean the pages are usually like a person. Or it could be like a person, or it could be like an energy within yourself. But it's a cup. And I don't know if you can see this even.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, like a little usually page like young energy. And if it's cups, it's like emotions. How to deal with it? Oh, interesting. Knight of Wands. Okay. Well, the wands usually have to deal with passions, projects like work, creativity. So the Knight of Wands is like a wait and see kind of a situation. Sorry, I'm echoing, so it's a little bit weird. But
let's try something. Turn your volume on your computer off and turn the volume on the phone on and see let's see if that solves it.
All right, mute.
Mute there, and then turn the volume. Make sure that you're on there. Why? Talk. I can't hear you. So that one must be muted too. Or turn the volume on. Make sure you're on. They're muted on both. You're muted on both. Take the mute off. There.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, but shoot.
Is it still?
Okay,
Is it still echoing?
Yeah, it is. Well, it is because this is not all. For some reason, I can't turn the volume all the way down
On the phone.
on the.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm saying if we use the phone volume and mute from the regular, I think it will solve it. But we can work on that afterwards.
Okay.
Unless it's too irritating.
It's a little irritating, but I think I can work through it. But anyway, so the Nine of Wands is just kind of like waiting for the fruits of your labor. Again, it's like waiting. I think that came up with your reading last time. It's like impatience of sorts. And then let's see. And third, the resolution is interesting. Okay, so the Ten of Wands upright is kind of like being overburdened, but it's inverted. So just not being impatient about your projects, about your creative projects. Just like giving it space, like letting it wait a little bit. Because that came up last time, like waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a good little response. I mean, I didn't realize this was for me. Was that for me, or was this just general? Was this that was just general?
No, that was for you.
Oh, okay. Because I wasn't even focusing on a question. Okay. Okay. So let's just do a one card card for people, because unless we have someone asking a question, which I don't, that's why I wanted to go to Facebook. Let me try to go to Facebook one more time.
Okay.
The volume all the way off. It was acting all crazy. Anyway. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure no one was for people, because unless we have someone asking a question. Yeah. Which I don't, volume's not going off on. Let me try to go to Facebook one more time. Okay, there. Okay, good. Okay, there's no questions. Okay, nobody's on there. Okay, so all right. Well, let's just do a generic reading for anybody that wants.
I'm going to do a crystal reading.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you just let me know when to stop.
Okay, stop.
All right. Ooh, citrine. Yay. All right, citrine.
That is beautiful. And citrine is what does citrine do? It attracts money.
It's a prosperity, abundance. Can I turn this camera off though?
Yeah,
so
turn it off.
Turn it off.
It's definitely echoing. There.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that one out later. All right, hasta la vista. Bye. All right. So citrine. So send one card. That's easy. Citrine. Yay. Beautiful. All right. Essential meaning: joyful expressiveness, exuberance, and happiness. Letting go of any and all negativity. Says, now is a time for you to be you and to experience the tremendous joy available to you. With all the hard work you do to overcome your old patterns, heal the wounds of the past, and forgive yourself and others as you walk the healing path, you might find that you have forgotten how to just have fun and laugh. Be happy today. Citrine spirit is here to amplify the joy in your life. So feel it and express it as if you are broadcasting it to the entire planet, because you are. However serious life may feel, the conscious universe really wants all of us to have fun. So you are doing important work when you exuberantly share your joy with the world. Make time for pure playfulness and joy today.
Oh, really pretty.
So the prosperity message: to prosper is to thrive and flourish, and choosing to be joyful can take us out of the doldrums of our everyday task and into pleasure and happiness. Even if you have financial obligations to attend to today and you're not looking forward to the chore, bring a sense of fun to the table. You are building your wealth and engaging the flow of abundance in the universal consciousness. Joyful enthusiasm can help you discover new ways to invest in expanding your wealth. The possibilities for prosperity are endless, so let yourself be happy at the thought of what you might co-create.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
So if anybody's out there, if you have a question for Priscilla, she will be very happy to answer. Um, Again, I'm not seeing anybody. I'm not seeing anybody asking any questions. So I guess. Okay. So what else were we going to talk about? We were going to talk about our. Let me look at my images. Okay, let's look at this. Pull this image up. Okay, so this little brace, this neck, there's 3 necklaces there.
Yes.
So, let's talk about them.
Yeah. So the top one, the little, the kind of like more choker style, that one's my Artemis necklace. The channeling, kind of like the huntress goddess Artemis. It has hematite, pyrite, and turquoise, all these like power stones meant for focus, as Artemis was the goddess, the huntress goddess, and she was known for her incredible focus. So I want to channel that. And then you have my Enchantress necklace, which is one with a little labradorite teardrop. And that one's kind of like a sexy little necklace. You can dress it up or dress it down. It has garnet wire wrap, as you can see. So it's like a little teardrop labradorite and then garnet. And then it finishes off with some hematite. So again, kind of like very grounding stones. And the last one is like that one is my Wope necklace, and it's a turquoise rosary style necklace.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, turquoise is all around it's a great, like, it cleanses all the chakras. It kind of amplifies energy. It has a very peaceful kind of energy to it. So
On the
yeah.
garnet one, the front part is garnet, and then what's the back one? That's the hematite in the back?
Yes.
Wow, I just noticed that right now. I thought it was all garnet, but then I saw, wow, that
Yeah. Yeah.
really, and then the hematite is magnetic, right? It attracts.
It is. Yes. It's incredibly grounding. I mean, even those who are not very into, gemstone healing, whatnot, they put on like a hematite bracelet. They're like, whoa, I feel a lot more. It's like balanced.
Yeah, connected. Yeah. Healing. I always feel like it takes away pain. It is so powerful for me in my when I use it on clients that way too. It's a pain reliever. All right, so the next one is this mala. And we were gonna I don't know if we're I guess because we got 2 things we gotta figure out. We're gonna do a whole mala one.
At
So
some point, we need to do all
yeah,
one.
so here talk about this mala. It's so beautiful, such a beautiful.
Oh, that is my fire mala, inspired by the fire element. That one is carnelian, turquoise, Bodhi seeds, and a red banded agate. So that was meant to channel the fire, fire element. And I have an earth, air, and water mala as well. This is fire. So it's meant for, like, getting in touch with your passions, really making things happen, getting into action. Carnelian is a great stone for that. Carnelian is very much a second chakra, fiery type of stone. So I wanted to incorporate that into this. And again, turquoise, just overall a great cleanser and amplifier. And Bodhi seeds, which we'll have to get into in our next podcast about malas, but
Yeah.
Bodhi seeds they're great for malas because you can run them through your fingers. They're very tactile. They stimulate all the meridian points, so they're very physical, kind of a seed. And plus, it was under the Bodhi tree that Buddha found enlightenment, so they have a lot of spiritual meaning as well.
I want to just make a comment on I'm doing a class Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 o'clock on my Facebook Science of Excellence page. And we're using malas. So if you need a mala,
Yeah.
I recommend to get a mala. You don't have to get hers, but she's got amazing malas, and she does have 20% off. So that's part of the class. Is we for 2 minutes we do a meditation with a mala, and I got 3 mantras that I use that I wrote on the page. So check that out.
Nice.
You will be needing a mala for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for sure. Okay, next one. Oops, sorry. The next picture, let's see, get that a little smaller. All right. That might be, oh, we got the other necklace. There we go. Okay.
That is my amber and lava stone necklace. That one actually doubles as a diffuser necklace. I just wanted to showcase that, you know, I have necklaces for every occasion, but for any gemstone or essential oil enthusiast, this would be a great necklace. But yeah, amber is a great stone for just diffusing pain, um, and just kind of diffusing negativity as well. So the amber plus the oil diffusing component is a great combination overall. And it's also a really great everyday necklace to wear in addition.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's really, really, I think I have one of those. I love those. They're really, really pretty. And I think that
Thank
would have been our last one. Let me double check. Because I have the 20% off there.
you.
But we have that on the next page too. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
that's it. Well, let me just pull it up right now real quick and we can talk about it. So, oops, hold on, get rid of these. Okay, so your 20% off code at 100 Graces, code Taro20. And then if they want to consult with you on, whatever, mala, bracelet, necklace, they can on your chat. You have a chat?
Yeah,
You have a
I
chat?
do. I do have a chat.
So, and you respond usually pretty quickly.
Yes. Yeah, I'm always on there. You can go on 100graces.com and there's a chat box, or you can email me and I'll answer any questions.
Okay. So the citron was a group answer, right? For everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. And I don't see anybody else asking any questions, so I guess we're good to go. So remember, you can always, whoever's watching, you can ask any question. You can be anonymous. I don't have to say your name. I can just say another name if you get shy about you don't want people to know your story. I can do that. But in the meantime, I have a few little announcements. So let me go ahead with that. So she's got her 20% off code. And you can see these beautiful, beautiful necklaces over here on the side. Just go to 100graces.com and take a look at. Do you have some stuff on sale as well at your website, Priscilla?
Right now, I think I just had my end of year sale, but I should have a sale pretty soon. People can follow me on my Instagram at 100graces, number 100 in Graces, and I usually post a lot of sales there.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good to know. But if you did have something on sale, they could still use this Tarot 20.
Oh yeah, that is just for that's for everybody who's on this page or watching this right now.
Okay, perfect. That's a good deal. That's a really good deal. Okay, so the next announcement is that I have we are doing a new moon meditation, and it's 1/11/21. It's on a Monday, 4:30. Spiritual awakening and rebirth. And then we just want to remind you to subscribe, to like, share, and comment. We really appreciate. We're trying to get our numbers up on YouTube, so please go there and like us. Blessings, love, and peace, and thank you for watching.